The world has 195 countries spread out in 7 continents. As a student, I know that it means millions of possibilities because of all the different universities and opportunities that the world has to offer. Even then, if I had the chance to live and study anywhere around the world, I would pick the one I am living in now, Indonesia. The country of 17,508 islands, over 800 languages, and 600 ethnic groups. It is the country that defines unity and diversity, and that makes me proud to study in Indonesia. Hi, I'm Richelleen Widjaja from Universitas Ciputra, and today I'll be answering why we should spread the spirit of education among all diversities. To the audience watching, I would like to ask you all, where do you know what you know? Mathematics, paying taxes, using your devices, anything really. Well, I'm sure most of you would answer from your teachers, books, and even movies. It is safe to say that learning is very important because it got you to where you are today. With that, we can all agree that education is a very important thing. We learn from others and others learn from us. It's a beautiful process in our life. A lot of us may think that the flawed thing with education in this generation is about how students don't take education seriously anymore, and all they care about is the internet, games, and more. Well, you're not wrong. But there's another overlooked problem that we don't see as clearly, which is a problem that is within the burden of teachers. In the present day, learning through online platforms is not as straightforward as studying in a classroom. This is because it is psychologically proven just how hard it is to focus when we are all studying from home. Another psychologically proven fact about this studying at home scenario is about how teachers assume this negative outcome that their students are not listening and instead multitasking. This assumption actually creates a bias that leads teachers to not put as much effort to teach certain students and focus on the ones that are verbally active. Teachers don't give all the students the same opportunity to grow and to learn. It is proven that this happens because of the existing large diversity gap that has been present since Generation Z. Instead of making it better, the acts teachers are doing right now creates an even larger diversity gap, becoming the problem of diversity in our education. When we talk about diversity gap, it is referring to the large gap between the different ethnicities. It is better known as the majority and minority of a country. In Indonesia, the majority are Indonesians and the minority is Chinese Indonesians. The ratio is 40:1, where the 1 is Chinese Indonesians. Understanding this large diversity gap ratio puts things into perspective, and it makes people wonder, are we really giving fair treatment to all students with this wide gap in our diversity? Back in 2021, the Tech News covered a crucial story about a female Chinese Indonesian 6th grade student who experienced bullying from her teacher. After further investigation, it was shown that this teacher despised having a Chinese Indonesian student in the midst of an Indonesian community. This teacher discriminated over this student by bullying her for not being able to answer a question. This unfortunate situation was caught on camera and it became instantly viral. It helped the 6th grade student receive post-traumatic help. The effects of this cause may have been temporarily solved by the post-traumatic help, but we should not wait for such a thing to happen again. As youths, the young changemakers of the world, we know the power of viraling horrendous stories to get the attention of people who can make a change. However, we shouldn't wait for this. We shouldn't wait for viral videos on the internet, nor wait for any more children, teenagers, adults, anybody to get hurt again. It is important to take action to this learning crisis, and it can start from us. As university students who live in Indonesia, we should work to live by unity in diversity to make university in diversity, and taking matters into our own hands, fighting for the solution by showing the beauty of all diversities. We can remind everyone from teachers to parents the beauty of having diverse ethnic groups and how discriminational actions are just wasting what we have. We can easily start by using social media in a good way. Instead of viraling the problems, let's make the awareness viral to prevent any problems from occurring again. The next step to this solution is to stop the crisis source, which is the teachers. These teachers should be widely educated on the importance of not creating bias in a classroom and that having a diverse classroom is better. The teachers can be informed on the benefits of having a diverse classroom, which includes different opinions, a wider range of opinions, perspectives, and a better learning environment. Teachers can also be given intensive webinars and workshops that circulate about managing an online classroom. Lastly, teachers should also be offered guidance and counselors to make sure that these teachers are feeling validated. It is important that teachers also feel understood as teachers and they feel like they have a safe place where they can express the hardships of educating others. Similarly, the next step to this solution is for the students. Students may have the wrong perception of discrimination that is bestowed upon them. And for that, it is important that schools counselors should closely monitor the students and how teachers are behaving towards them. The monitoring should work around understanding if the students are feeling okay and if they have any complaints, checking up on a classroom day-to-day basis, and more. As students may not want to be verbally active on how they feel, an anonymous forum through third-party platforms can push these students to speak up on any discrimination that they may feel and to make them feel validated and safe too. The solutions above may be handy to handling this problem. However, some may wonder, what is so important about this? Students can overreact as they are still young and unable to differentiate how offensive things are. Well, the importance behind this is because of the rapid increase of depression originating from racial discrimination in teenagers. Schools should not be the source of students' problems. Schools should be a second home, a place where they feel safe and validated. On top of that, this is the education the modern era needs. The previous generation, this generation, and the generations to come need to learn the importance of respecting all diversities and learning how validating feelings is important. Therefore, it is time to start this change now. As youth, it is important to ignite the spirit of education in all of us. We should be the start of this action by being proud of who we are and where we come from. We should speak up and take the opportunities our education offers us that are within our reach. Only then can we be a part of the solution. Us youths are only 25% of the world population, but we are 100% the future. Thank you.